to this edition of Hidden in the Universal Vault. I'm Ryan. Let's close out with a film. We're taking a look at Leap Year. Leap Year was released in 2009. It stars Amy Adams, Matthew Good. It also co-stars Adam Scott and John Lithgow. The story's basically, the plot centers around, well, the story, plot, however you want to say, focus around Anna, played by Amy Adams, who decides she wants to get married on the leap year. She wants to get married to her fiancé, Adam Scott, who portrays Jeremy. Wants to actually propose to get married to, like I said, Jeremy, but basically, her idea is she wants to go to Ireland to propose to Jeremy, as I said before. Her father, played by John Lithgow, I forget who her father's name is. So, he's fine with that, but the tradition in that family was getting married on, well, leap year. And really, this is essentially what that is. So she decides to head to Ireland. She meets a guy named Declan, I think it is. I think it's Declan. Let me look at the back of the DVD. Declan. I thought it was Declan. Matthew Good portrays Declan, like I said. And basically, she doesn't get to Dublin, but she's in Ireland. The movie actually was shot entirely in Ireland. Most of the movie was shot in Ireland, so just like I said before, the cinematography is gorgeous. For a movie that came out in 2009, this looks stunning for the year 2022. I still think, like I said, it's still gorgeous. So she's not pleased with the guy that she meets at the bar, Declan. So, not pleased at all. So, her idea is that doesn't get along. And the charm of this is actually indeed a screwball comedy. This movie harkens back to the screwball comedies of the 1940s, like the Howard Hawks and Preston Sturges. Those types of movies. She also plays sort of a ditzy. There are some really funny moments, though. Like, the one funny moment, she gets a room thanks to him, and she makes him a sandwich. Makes her a sandwich. So she's in the dark, fiddling around, all lights and everything, and he's like, "What the hell you doing?" He's like, "Eat." And then she's like, "Jackass." That is hysterical. The parts of the car, the cows, there's a scene where she's trying to move the cows, and all of a sudden, he said, "Don't step in that," and what happens? She steps in what the cows do. And in her $600 high, I think, dress shoes, high heels, I don't know. But it is really such a funny moment. And I like the chemistry between these two. I think they're great. Like I said, Amy Adams is fantastic in these types of roles. This type of movie, I think it's good. It's also co-produced by Spyglass Entertainment. Now, I've covered a few of their movies on my channel, so go check those out if you do find them. But it's really what makes this movie that good. And I had a good time with this movie. And oddly enough, I'm probably going to forget this, but I'm going to mention this. Flawley Mollies appear in this film, and I'm going to explain this. For those who don't know who the Flawley Mollies are, they're an Irish Celtic band in the vein of Dropkick Murphys. Their biggest hit was Drunken Lullaby. They appear in the movie and do a song for the movie. I was like, that's the Flawley Mollies. I love those guys. It's like, wow. So yeah, there's some good moments, and they're dancing. She spins around. Her shoe hits the girl's forehead, and she apologizes. And she's like, "I'm sorry, it's okay." Then some wine drops down on the woman's dress, and then she feels bad. She decides to get drunk and drink vodka. And then she's vomiting. So, stuff like that, though. Honestly, if I only had to say one complaint, it's probably Lithgow's character, her dad in the movie. Very rarely in the film. He's in it just the one scene at the beginning, and that's it. That is it. We don't mention anything of what happens to his character. But he's only in it, which honestly, I probably think that kind of does work. Adam Scott appears in it at the very beginning, and near the end. I'm not going to tell you how it ends, but his character, Matthew Good, he's a cook as well. So I think that's all I'm going to mention about the film. It's real, like I said, it's a modern day screwball comedy, and that's why Leap Year works. Will this make it on the best list? I don't know. We'll see. I thought this movie was going to just be a chick flick or a romantic comedy, but no, it's surprisingly better than all the other films I've covered related to this topic. But it's a good old-fashioned screwball comedy, and I think it works. Amy Adams is fantastic. It's probably the best thing she's done in a long time. So, yeah, I think I mentioned one of this. So, is there anything else I can think in this movie? I thought the supporting characters. I think that's about it. I'm trying to think of anything else. Trying to make it a little longer since my videos are a little short. So, final verdict. Should you see Leap Year? Yes. Actually, yes. I would easily, highly recommend you seek out Leap Year. It's an example of a screwball comedy that works. I can tell you right now, this is going to have a spot on my Universal DVD shelf. On my Universal shelf, I should say. With all my Universal DVDs. This right here is going into my collection. I feel like this is a movie, if I had a girlfriend, she would absolutely love this movie. And it's not just a romantic film. It's not just a dramedy. It's a screwball comedy that works in it. And the touching moments near the end kind of makes you feel bad. But it's few far between. The stuff with the car, she accidentally pushes the car, I think that's funny. I think that's all I'm going to say. Yeah, definitely, this was definitely improvement from the previous film I watched. We will not talk about that previous film. You're going to have to hunt that one down. But a great movie, a really good movie, not just a good movie, but a great movie. Not a masterpiece, but a very good movie for me to keep this one. And this is, like I said, I'm glad I covered this at the end of the month. I'm so happy because I'm glad we close out April with something like this. And I thought, well, April's kind of leap year. Well, leap year would be February. Or leap day would be February. So I should have watched this in February, to be honest. But I'm glad I got to it. It was in the collection. It came from my mom's, but this one's right going to be in my collection right over there with my L's. It's surprisingly going to be beside my Land for Time movies. I can tell you right now, come back May, because I am going to cover that whole entire series along with another series. If you go onto my Twitter page, you'll see why. But we are going to begin May. When May hits, we're going to be doing, I'm going to present the entire series. I'm going to cover all 9 Fast and Furious movies and cover all of Land for Time movies for this month. Not this month, but May. So if you come back to the channel, you'll see a review of that one. So I was going to keep that a secret, but since I said L goes next Land for Time, I guess I'm going to tell you right now, May is going to be Land for Time and Fast and Furious. So come May, we're going to be doing the Land for Time of the Furious. Yeah, I'm going to call that my theme month. So come back for that. Hope you guys come for that. But until then, go watch Leap Year. Go seek out Leap Year. It's definitely one of those movies that I had a good time with. And I feel like if I watch this again, I feel like, oh, I forgot to tell you, the only special feature you get on here is the delete scene. So I'm going to kind of show you off what the cover looks like. You'll probably see the cover on it. So in terms of special features, yeah, I forgot to mention that. That image right there at the very end basically summed up the end of the film. So spoiler for a movie that came out in 2009. But anyways, well-made film. I think it's really fun, and Leap Year is definitely something that I was supposed to be picking this up on Blu-ray, but I ended up passing. I don't know. But anyways, go watch Leap Year. Definitely something to check out if you want a good old-fashioned screwball comedy. Yeah, so that's my review of Leap Year. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. This is actually now my, let me look at it, 156th film. I have watched 156 movies after this. I feel really good of myself for covering this. So, go, like I said, go watch Leap Year. You won't be disappointed. Until then, thank you so much for coming onto the channel. You can always follow me on Twitter at RhinoCanar14, or just click the video in my YouTube main page. If you find that, you'll get to my Twitter page. And I have reached, now I've officially released that. Officially reach 83 subscribers on my channel. So I'm hoping I get to the milestone of 100. Because if I get to 100, I felt like I did my job. I'm just rambling. That's all I'm going to say. So I'm out. Thank you again, guys. And I'll talk to you guys later. Come back May. It's going to be exciting. Bye.